Lydia, and today I'm going to be talking about what makes a character important. When I say what makes a character important, I'm not referring to a character being important to their story. Rather, I'm talking about a character who's important to an individual reader or viewer. This relies upon a character having some sort of personal impact on an individual, and this is often how we pick our favorite characters. Obviously, sometimes we pick our favorite characters because they're funny, which is part of the reason I named it important characters and not our favorite characters. I have created 3 criteria for important characters, so I'm going to go through my criteria and explain them, and then give you a few examples of characters that are important to me personally. First of all, an important character must be relatable. Obviously, relatable character are the ones that have some sort of impact on us. The one kind of goes without saying. Secondly, this character must be admirable. They must somehow be admirable. This can be something that defines their character in the story, or it can be some sort of individual characteristic that the reader or viewer tends to cling to that they would like to emulate. And lastly, the character must be in some way realistic. The character must be in some way realistic. And really by this I mean that a character must be flawed in some sort of way. This flaw might just serve to show that they are a realistic character, because it's really hard to relate to and admire a perfect character because they're so unattainable. As I said, these characters don't have to be important to the story, or the characters that are important to a story may not fit this criteria. For example, for me, Harry Potter, as you all know I love it, but the character himself isn't very important to me because he doesn't fit these 3 criteria. Now I'm going to talk about some characters who are important to me personally. Sticking on the Harry Potter theme, the first character who's very important to me is Hermione Granger. So, I saw from the very first book, the very beginning of Sorcerer's Stone, that Hermione was going to be an important character to me because she's an outsider and she was that kid who knew all the answers. I was totally the Hermione of my Sunday school classes without even realizing it. Also, Hermione was just this outsider who just really desired to make friends. But she didn't fit in. But then she also wasn't very good at making friends. And that has been me a lot in my life. I kind of dive in somewhere wanting to make friends, and I'm not particularly good at it all the time. So I really related to that with Hermione. And also I really relate to her passion that she has for the things she cares about. And just this deep sense of compassion that she has. I really relate to Hermione and her passion. And the ways I admire Hermione are very similar to the ways I relate to her. She's really able to overcome her barriers and be humble about sometimes when she's not right. And also just with the complete passion she had with the house elves, I really admire because she just dove right in and fought to make a difference in this issue she really cared about. And I want to be more bold about the things I care about, to be able to talk about them and able to share my passion about these things like Hermione, because she just had no fears and no qualms about it. She just went, and I really admire that. And lastly with Hermione, her flaws, her admirability is validated by the fact that she has flaws. And her biggest flaw is the fact that she's not always very well informed. While Spew was good intention, it wasn't necessarily necessary. She didn't see that not all house elves were treated poorly, and her vision was good, but it was a bit misinformed. And I think this flaw really helped shape Hermione into be someone who was able to help me in the difficult time that I was going through when I first read the Harry Potter books. The next character that's very important to me is Edmund Pevensey from the Chronicles of Narnia series. A lot of people don't like Edmund because how much of a jerk and how horrible he is in The Lion, the Witch, the Wardrobe, but his major flaws are what make him so important to me. I relate to Edmund because of the fact that he made this major mistake and had to deal with the consequences of it, and I have done that too. I have made these mistakes that I have had to deal with the consequences of, and it's been really, really tough. And I relate to Edmund because he just uses his mistake and just becomes a better person because of it. And I think that the Disney World media portrayal of Edmund's character arc is beautiful. I think that the way they interpret it was very spectacular because they just showed time and time again how his past mistakes comes back and it haunts him, which I relate to as well, and he's able to overcome it, and it makes him a better brother, and he's more attentive to Lucy, which yet again is portrayed beautifully in the Disney World Media Prince Caspian film. The arc is not as big of a thing in the books, and I love the books, but the way that Disney and World Media decided to focus more on Edmund's character arc is something that I really appreciate. And honestly, he's obviously flawed, and we see that, and Edmund's character arc is just something that's been so important to me. I think Edmund is the most important character to me. I know I didn't talk about him as long as Hermione, but there isn't as much explanation. It's just he is. He's so important to me. And I'm so thankful that Edmund was written and I'm able to watch him just improve based upon the mistake he made. And that has enabled me to learn how to accept forgiveness when I make a mistake. So Edmund is so important to me, and I just really appreciate how much his story in the Chronicles of Narnia series has infected me. The last character that's really important to me is Dory from Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. She may not seem like a super influential character, but I think she's absolutely incredible. Her flaw is obvious, short-term memory loss, but the way she overcomes it and doesn't allow it to get in the way of her being kind and generous is just beautiful to me. I have some health issues that sometimes get in the way of day-to-day life, and I just love how Dory doesn't let them get in the way of her life. So those are three of the many characters that are important to me. There's more of them, but they all just make me want to strive to be a better, more aware, attentive person to my surroundings. So that's all I have for you today. Make sure to follow my social media accounts, which are in the description below, and let me know, what do you think of my criteria? Do you agree with them? What are some important characters to you? I would love to hear from you, and have a lovely day.